On. We on, brothers.
Amos. Wait, is it? Chapter?
We on.
Yeah, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, brothers across the world, pushing the truth. We out here another Saturday to prophesy the downfall of America, okay? The end of the so-called white man's kingdom. We're going to jump right into the scripture.
Huh?
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. That's right. So say the eyes of the Lord power is upon the sinful kingdom. And what's the sinful kingdom, man? Ultimately, that's talking about Israel, okay? But you can apply that to what? America. All right? Because America is full of what? Sins. Breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Okay, here in America, what? They teach, you know, and they mainly push it on Jake. They mainly push it on you so-called Negroes, Americans, to break the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Kingdom, all right? Because here in America, they what? You legalize faggots, lesbians, all right? You got transgenders walking around, okay? You eat pork. You know, pork is on the pedestal, right? The woman is over the man, okay? All kind of unlawful acts, man. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Oh yeah, and also the eyes. What's also the eyes of the Lord, man? The eyes of the Lord is talking about the angels of the Most High. Okay, and that's why you have all these. They call them UFOs. But what? Those are IFOs, right?
Good, right?
What the world ignorantly known as UFOs, man, those are the vehicles of the angels. That's dope. The angels of the Lord, man. Okay, so,
loosen it and you bring it back. Okay.
This is Zechariah 5 and 3. I'm going to read the point because this is Zechariah when he seen our so-called UFO in chariot. And he said, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. This is Zechariah 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Yeah, that's right. So Zechariah was describing what? The so-called UFO, right? Which is the vehicles that the angels flying, okay? He said he described it as a flying roll, okay? And that's what people today describe like you see UFOs today, man, what? It has that round shape, okay? Like a roll. And it says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. Yeah, that's right, man. And that's the curse, man. All right? So them chariots is gonna be what? A curse unto you people out here. And they show you all the examples in the movies, okay? Every UFO movie, what? The UFOs is coming to bring destruction upon the earth, man. All right? And it's always America. You know, it's always mainly America. Because that's the main target, okay? The main target is America. And who's the thief? Okay? The thief is the so-called white man, okay? Because he stole his land from America from who? The Native American Indians, okay, who possessed his land before you. All right? So when the Lord comes back with thousands of chariots, as the scriptures say, them chariots are going to come back to bring destruction, right? Because it's going to be a curse unto you, so-called crackers, and 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Point 2, it says, it's ours that for the sinful kingdom. Now, you know, it says right here that the Most High is going to bring it into the house of the people. So like the brother said, America was stolen by the so-called white people. You know, and also too, the Central Kingdom, because America is the only place where they really legalize LGBT and pedophilia. They're trying to legalize it here. It could be anything here in this kingdom. This is really Babylon. So now the Most High had it to where last year they had an article saying basically how there's the most UFO sightings in the world are here in America. So this is the house of the thief. This is the Central Kingdom. And it says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and with the stones thereof.
That's right. So basically, the chariots they're gonna destroy this place, man. How they gonna destroy America? By what? That concentrated fire that's gonna be shot out of them lasers, man. Okay, along with the thermonuclear fire that's gonna be shot off from Russia and many other parts, many other countries of the world. Okay.
Yep. This is like in Amos 9:8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will come in, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sea.
Yeah. Now let's start. What's that part?
It says, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Yeah. And it said that the Lord. It said first he was going to destroy it. He's going to destroy the sinful kingdom from off of the face of the earth, man. Okay. And how the Lord is going to destroy this kingdom, man? By the way of ICBM nuclear missile during World War III. That's how the Lord is going to destroy the sinful kingdom. And it says, saving, he would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. Why? Because the Lord is going to save a remnant, all right? Which is the elect.
Bring the precept real quick. This is Isaiah 14, verse 1, speaking about how the Lord have mercy on Jacob. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Yeah, that's right. For the Most High, Yahweh, which that's the name of the Most High, he's going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. Okay? That cuts the whole BS about how the Lord loves everybody and how he's going to save all nations. Man. The scripture says the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. And this is going into a future prophecy. Okay? When the Lord physically deliver Israel, that's how he's going to have mercy on them, man. And set up, which is going to go on.
Yeah. And set them in their own land.
Yeah, and set them in their own land, because we're not in our land today, man. We're in the land of our captives, right? We're here in America. We're still in slavery, okay? No matter how hard Jake try to be accepted in the society or try to live, at peace in the society, or like the so-called white man. The so-called white man, he's still gonna oppress you, man.
That's right.
All right? It don't matter how much money you niggas got. Look, it recently happened to LeBron, man. Then they tag his house, racial slurs. Okay? Yeah, so they don't.
I'm sorry, you made that's a great point, brother. Just to back up what you said, let's think about that. LeBron James, man, right? So, supposedly a runner-up to be one of the greatest players to ever play the NBA basketball, so-called did a lot for his community, but we already know what that's about. The whole secret society Masonic shit. But he's so-called does a lot for his community, right? He's some kind of philanthropist, all that shit. He's a good role model, so-called, and he does everything supposedly right, man. Follows this Masonic rule book to look good in the society, and they still shitting on the guy, man. And for what, And he does a lot for, so-called, I'm saying so-called, we already know it's a setup, but to the zombies, he does good to the society, and they still fucking, and basically where LeBron James is where like the top where he can be. He has the money, his own businesses, he has respect, and his house still gets the fame, man. So brother made a great point to show, like, no matter what you do, you can be at the top of your society, you're still gonna get ridiculed, man.
That's going back to the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28th chapter, it said that how we was gonna be the tail, man, and how basically Esau is gonna be the head, man. So it don't matter how much money you have, because Esau's still gonna be over you, man. Okay? Esau's still gonna be over you.
Finish it off?
Yeah.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Yeah, and the strangers shall be joined with them, man. That's going into the Israelite foreigners, all right? So them same Gentiles in the New Testament that's spoken about being saved, that's talking about the Israelite foreigners, man, who are the strangers, man. The Israelites that lost their customs, all right, basically that lost their heritage, man. All right, they might look like the other nations, okay, through hundreds of years of being conquered, all right. Men popping the women of other nations, all right. But those are the Israelite foreigners, man, that don't know their customs.
Hey, brother, if I can add too, one of the curses was what? That we should be scattered throughout all nations.
Huh.
And just to back up the point you said about LeBron James, you know, no matter what, your brother made a point, no matter what, place in society you at, and LeBron's at the top, respected and all that shit,
Yep.
the curses still apply to you, man. That's why his house got the fame. You know, it got called Proverbs, the byword. Here's a proof. This is 1 Kings chapter 9, verse, I'll start from 5. It's in the points of 7, it says, Then will I establish the throne of thy kingdom. Matter of fact, I got to start from 4, the points of 7. It says, And if thou wilt walk before me as David thy father walked, in integrity of heart and in uprightness, to do according to all that I have commanded thee, and wilt keep my statutes and judgments, then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever, as I promised to David thy father, saying, There shall not fall thee a man upon the throne of Israel. But if ye shall at all turn from following me, ye or your children, and will not keep my commandments and my statutes which I have set before you, but go serve other gods and worship them, then will I cut off Israel out of the land that I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name. Will I cast out of my sight, and Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people.
Yeah, Israel should be a proverb and a byword among all people, man. That's why it don't really matter how big your status is, man. You're always gonna be a nigger, all right, or spick into the so-called white man, all right. And that's why, you know, these celebrities, they go through that too, man. Okay, thinking that they made it, all right. These celebrities, they still get pulled over by cops and harassed and shit like that. You know, trying to get you don't know who I am. Man, you motherfuckers don't care.
I'm sorry. Chris Rock, he was getting pulled over.
Yeah, that's right, man. So it don't matter how big Jake get, man, in society, man. You're always gonna be known as a byword and a proverb, man. Okay? All right?
That's right.
Got it.
Basically, you can't skip the curses.
Yeah.
That's power of the Proverbs is cursing, man. That's the curse put upon you. All right? Wow, not upon the Lord's section as the Bible. So you can't skip the curses, man. No matter how much money you make, no matter who you are, this curse still gonna follow you.
Yep.
All right? That's why Jake be dying poor, man. Like Biggie Smalls. You know? He was successful, but then what he died for. You know, and a lot of these rappers die poor, man. They get bullshit contracts. Like Mike Tyson. Can't skip the curses.
Nope.
That's why Mike at 2-10. I get it real quick. Going home. Mike got slapped.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, you can't escape the curses, man. Like, you know, Jake, you got Jake, like in the NBA, man, you got Jakes, you know, they make all these millions, but look, man, look, for example, like that Donald Sterling dude, man. You know, he had these, you know, basically he looked at his team as nothing but niggas, man. Yeah, you know, the LA Clippers, you know, ain't want his girls bringing niggas to the game, and you know, he got niggas playing for his team, man. But that's how they look at you. Yeah, making the money, man.
And also too, you know, the NBA contract is basically like a slave contract. You know, because these niggas, they have them work all day, right? All week, right? They got to work out all week. And plus, the way they get them, like the drafts and all that, is the same thing as like the auction, when you auction slaves, you know? You know, which one of you teams wanna get this player, you know? So it's the same thing. So it's basically Jacob on the higher side is where it's a higher level slave. You know, in slavery you have the same things. That was good with violence and all that. You know, the slaves that had talents, you know, they were put in a so-called higher position.
Uh,
Like you got the scouting, you got all the crackers there.
Yeah.
You know, they want to see how high they get. This nigga jumps high, you know?
Yep.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. I know NFL is called a Columbine, I believe, but in the NBA is called what they call it, the tryouts. They test your skills, how fast you can run, how high you can jump, what your skills. And the same thing they did with the slave, like the brother said. You know, they were testing your how strong that buck was.
Your agility.
Yeah.
Like gladiators. Gladiators were slaves too, man. All right? And basically they had to win. Okay? Just like in the league today, you gotta win. If you don't win, you're gonna be on the bench, all right? You're not getting picked up by a team. Then you're gonna make then instead of making all this money, you're gonna end up making like $50,000 an hour. You know? So you know, you're paid to win. You're paid to make those shots. If you're missing your shots, you're gonna be on the team. All right. If you keep getting tackled, eventually you're gonna be out of a team. They don't want you. You know.
Yeah, and if you don't follow the rules, they're gonna demonize you and then get you out of here. That's right. Yeah. Allen Iverson, perfect example. That's right.
Oh yeah.
You know? Hey, you know, he was making money, man. You know, but he thought he was the man. He could do what he want. The crackers had to show him, you know, that you ain't nothing but a slave.
But there's a whole bunch of specials on that on YouTube showing that you could just type in what would you type in basically NBA players went broke, and then you'll see a whole list of NBA players that had money and then they're broke now. They're working out like a supermarket and shit like that. Oh, Michael Vick, he's NFL. You got what's his name? Something Walker, Kendall Walker. He used to play for the Celtics. He's broke now. I think he's an analyst on what's that show? Of course, the Sports Freak. I forget the damn show.
Nigga Juice Man.
OJ.
Yeah, man. Is he back behind bars, man?
I think he's free now.
I think you're back. I think trouble again. Bill Cosby. Real quick, I got appreciate it. Like the 2 and 10. Arise ye in the park. This is not your rest. Right, man. Okay, going through 2/3, you soak Negroes like to the Native Americans. All right, what a true Israelites according to the Bible. Arise in the park is not your rest. All right, for example, these famous Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, they want to make this place their rest. All right, they want to be accepted. They want to make a change even, but they cannot because this is not your rest, man.
Nope.
Our rest is in the kingdom. When the kingdom comes, that's our rest. Arise in the park. And how you arise in the park? You start off doing it spiritually, man. Like you see the brothers doing it now, coming out of the ways of America, following their wicked ways, and to the best of our ability, follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. And that's how you come out of this place spiritually. All right. It says, "Arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. They shall destroy you, even restore destruction."
That's right.
Space is polluted. All right. Chemtrails in the air. Okay. Go look that up. Okay, like the apostles always say. Go look that up. Okay. Estrogen everywhere. You know. It's polluting you, man.
It's like they're raising his life. You know, especially the women. You know.
Yep.
You see Blake Griffin. You know what I mean? He gotta pay that Edomite woman what?
Oh yeah.
Like 108 million
A month?
a year, I think.
You know?
Well, I think he was given I just saw it. I read it. I think like 20. Well, somebody can look it up. I think it was like $200 something $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
$250,000 a month. Something crazy, man.
Yeah, because it's not your rest, man. Blake is a Levite, man. Okay, his father comes from Haiti, which Haiti today is the Levites, man.
He thought that was the right thing to do, you know, getting married to a woman. You know what I'm saying? It said that's why the great said the ways thereof are
Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
right. See, depart was mean what? Depart, come up out of the ways of America. You know?
Right?
It's $258,000 a month.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that.
How much is that a year? Multiply that by 12.
Just do a little math.
You better not get injured, man. Keep getting injured.
Just times that by 12. You're talking about over $1 million, man.
That's $3 million, almost $4 million.
You better win
So
that.
3.1 million.
And he better win a ring, man. You gotta win a ring for that shit. Or he'll be broke.
And his skills declining too, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. You better go to the Lakers, man. You know?
And that shows you
LeBron.
Super Whiteman is a devil. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna have a man pay that much? And the Lord tells you that if a woman, your woman wanna leave, she leave without the children. The children stay. That's your seat. You know. So now you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay. A woman. She done did you wrong. Let's say she cheated on you and all that. Relationship go bad. You know what I'm saying? She cheated on you. Now she gets to leave with the children. She gets to keep the house. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man is the wicked.
Well, the woman's a devil, because a lot of these, in this document, a lot of these NBA players, they if you get married, I think for 10 years, right? If you're married to an NBA player for 10 years or married for 10 years, whatever the law is, after the 10th year, you get more money if you get divorced. So a lot of these women try to stay for 10 years. Right when that 10-year mark hit, they get divorced. That's what happened with Kobe. Kobe's wife tried to stay with a 10-year mark, divorced her, divorced him, and she got even more money, like fucking way more money than what. But then they wound up getting back together. But a lot of these, all these, I mean, you can look it up. Look up the stat of how many NBA players get divorced. They're being used, man, by these bitches, man. But good for them. And another thing, $250,000 a month is like, well, I mean, you can make good living making $60,000, $70,000 in 1 year.
Yeah.
And these bitches are getting $258,000 a month. That's what a doctor gets paid every year. If you're making over 6 figures every year, you got a nice, you upper class. You got a nice car, a high-end car, a high-end house. You're just making half of that what she gets a month. So she don't need all that money every month, man. That's BS. That's not going to the kids. They showed you it's a corrupt, demonic, fucked up system that favors the woman, man, and destroys the man.
And after that, she go for her next victim.
Yeah.
For her next victim, her next baby daddy that's gonna like Amber Rose, man. That bitch done fucked the whole game up.
Yeah.
Right? She over there taking money from these niggas, and all she gotta do is pop out a baby.
Yeah.
But that's because the so-called white man or America is in the favor of the woman. All right? And that's not a tactic to destroy so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
I got some. Yeah, cause hey, that slogan is true, man. More money, more problems. Man. Okay. And then what you gotta understand is just because Jake got money, a lot of them is not at peace with themselves, man. Okay. A lot of them got guilty conscience of selling out. They know they sold out. Okay. A lot of them, they bugged out. Cause they can't go nowhere without people snapping their pics and stuff like that. They bugged out because they can't live normal lives. So a lot of these celebrities, they not even at peace with themselves, cause with all the money that they got. And a perfect example is Kanye West. I got a scripture going into that, and this is Sirach chapter 30, verse 14. It says, "Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution." Yeah, basically, a poor man, but he's in good health, living content, things like that.
Yeah.
All right, it's better to live like that. It says better is a poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Yeah, and a lot of these celebrities, man, they're afflicted, man. That's why they all, they taking all these drugs, things like that. Cause the money is not really making them happy, man.
Nope.
Okay? And the majority of these celebrities is all drugged out and things like that because, hey, man, they just crossed over into that, into that field, man.
Yeah, because they're missing that void.
Yeah.
And void means empty. And what's that void? That void is Yahweh Shai. Right? Yahweh Shemai Shai, which Yahweh Shai is the mediator.
He ended
You
up
know?
committing suicide.
Yeah.
Read something real quick. This is Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
There you
Now,
go.
if you look at the American dollar is a debt number. You know, it's not a. You know, the dollar is not real riches. You know, you selling your soul for something that's not even valuable. You know, the real riches is gold, silver, and cattle. That's what it tells you in Genesis. That Abraham was rich in cattle, gold, and silver, something like that.
Yeah,
You know, so
Job
that's
too.
the real riches. You know, not no paper. You know, and you're not even selling it for paper. You got all the money you have in a bank account. It's just numbers on the system. It's not really money that's there. You know. So it says, yeah, that's it. Yeah, the borrower is servant to the lender. The lender is who? The so-called white man, like the brother was saying earlier. That the curse said they're gonna be the head and we're gonna be the tail. You know, so the white man, he's the lender. He owns all the banks. You know, all your money you getting it from him. You know, you getting it from the Jew that gave you the Jewish men that gave you the contract. You know, so you serving it to him. You a slave unto him. So no matter what Jake do, Jake you still will be a slave.
Ecclesiasticus, Proverbs 26. If she go not as thou wilt have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. Yeah, make that right. That is Ecclesiasticus 25:26. I'll read it again. Give the it says, if she go not as thou wouldst have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce. But it's your wife, man. Okay? If she's not in order with you, okay, she's not living according to your liking, then you have the right to cut her off. Are she being wicked or something? You have the right to cut her off. It says, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And let her go. That's it. Part ways, man. And then to it but that. All this extra shit, I'm gonna need child support. I'm gonna need, you know, half everything.
Alimony,
You know, all that shit's bullshit, man.
I got a quick quote because you mentioned about the banks and they control everybody. You know? So and the law. So here's a quote from Nathan Rothschild. He says, "Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws." All right, which your brother was going into. The borrower is servant to the lender. All right, because at the end of the day, you know, the international bankers, they control everybody in the world, lock, stock, and barrel. All right, like the brothers go into. Real money is livestock, all right? And these people out here are livestock to the international bankers, man. You know, that's why you can go into the social security number and birth certificate and you find out your answers out, all right? So again, they know that. They know that the borrower is subject to the lender. And that's how they rule these countries, by putting them in debt and to make them slaves by owing them money. And then tacking long interest, you know, making it impossible for it to be paid back where they're being perpetual slaves, man.
Right.
And it's all about the money. They don't care about your laws.
No.
They own you.
That for you in Genesis 13:2. And Abram was very rich in cattle and silver and in gold. That's it. That's the real riches. You wanna bring it up?
The women?
Yeah, with the women.
Okay, yeah, brother, man, say something too. Salakia brothers, yeah, because brother was going into the Rothschilds. How he said, you know, just give us the money. You know, they want control over the money. They don't care who make the laws, right? Now, you know, people have dollar bills, or they have the American money. All right, and that's a Federal Reserve note. All right, that's not backed by anything. Okay, all right. I think it's backed by like 2 cents or something like that.
Yeah, penny.
A penny.
Yeah.
All right. So when you spend those FRNs, which you call money, dollar bills, you putting yourself more in debt to the elites, the international bankers, man. Because you spending, but there's nothing backing that, man. So you're just putting yourself more in debt to the international bankers, man. Every time you spend that money, you get more indebted to them, man. All right? Because that money's not worth anything. You know? And it's a talisman, man. All right? And it has the webs on it. If you look at the dollar bill, it has webs on it. Why? That's there to trap you up. Because what do people do for it? They do anything for it, man. And it's not even backed by any gold or any silver. They used to have the gold certificate. All right? They used to have the silver certificate, but they did away with that. Because if you had a gold certificate, you can go and say, okay, I'm going to give you this much gold. You're going to give me this promissory note that I can come and get my gold. So if you had a gold certificate, you can give them the gold certificate and you can get your gold. Then they had something called the silver certificate. And you can actually go get silver for it. But Nathan Rothschild, being the slickest one out of them, all right, he was the one that saw that people were passing around the certificates rather than passing around gold and silver. So that's how they started saying, okay, well, let's just make a bill. You know, let's make a gold certificate. They said, well, people don't want to carry it around because it's too bulky, it's too heavy, and they don't want to get it robbed.
Yeah.
So he said, well, they passing around the gold and silver certificates more than they passing around the gold and silver, man. All right, and that's one of the ways how the international bankers, the Rothschilds, got their riches, man. All right, and then they would loan countries, kings, right, money. All right, and when the kings or the countries couldn't pay back the money because they was during a time of war, and of course they had an interest to it, then they own your country, man. That's how this devil does things. That's how the so-called white man does things, man. All right? That's how they doing in all these countries, man. All right? I think one of the only countries that don't have a central bank is Iran and another country, man.
Iran, Syria, and North Korea.
Iran, Syria, and North Korea. They don't have a central bank because the central banks are owned by the Rothschilds, man. All right? Bring it out.
This is Psalm 64, verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
Break it down.
Con, just like going into what the elder was talking about, you know. Basically, you got these elites. They giving you these so-called FRN notes that's not backed by anything. But really, what they're doing is they're just making you go into more debt. They're just making you. They're just putting a debt note over your head.
Yeah.
You know. So when you Jakes think y'all getting all this money, really that's all it is. That's just more debt that you owe to the elites.
Right.
You know. But would they proclaim that okay, you getting so-called money that you can enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but all that's only gearing in so many words. That's gearing you up for the chip, man. In so many words, that's only gearing you up for the chip. You know.
And also too, like the other said, they used to be backed by gold and silver. You had the silver dollar and the gold dollar and all that. And you had you got Fort Knox today. You know, you got all this military over there, but the elites already got the money that's in there. You know, and one thing that was going on in Rome. One of the reasons why Rome fell is that the valuing of their currency.
Yeah,
you know, the denarii. It kept losing mass all the time. You know, they kept
Shaving.
Yeah, they kept saving it up, saving it up. You know, and one of the things too, they would spend extravagant amount of money on entertainment for the people. We had the circuses. The army was spread out too thin. You know, so same thing going on here with America. So you know, you would be stupid to not see that America's about to fall off. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's right. And then they got into sexual perversion.
Yeah.
That's when they dealt with that on 100% basis. That's how you know a society is about to fall. That and their infrastructure.
That's right.
Just like America, it's the same thing. Sexual perversion is the big thing. Transgender, the faggots, the lesbians, and all that, the LGBT, whatever the hell, yeah, XYZ, you know, and their infrastructure is breaking down. and your infrastructure is roads. Roads.
That's right.
That's why they had a saying they had a saying, all roads lead to Rome. All right? Like the whole world leads to Rome because they had their infrastructure, man, which were their road system. Look at the roads. Look at the additions of the roads in America. Look at the train tracks, man. Look at the roads. Their infrastructure is crumbling, and they all into perversion, sexual perversion, and then they got their bases throughout the whole entire earth, man. So that's how you know the society, and there's no more creativity anymore.
Okay.
They just revamp, they recycle everything, man, that was done before. When you see the movies, it's the same movies, just recycled.
That's right.
All right? You hear the music is garbage. Because there's no more creativity. That's how you know, that's how Rome was, man. And that's the same thing with the modern day Rome, which is America.
It says, they say, who shall seize them? Right? Verse 6, and it says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them in their heart is deep.
Yeah. It says, and they say, who shall see us? The scriptures say, woe to them that seek to hide their counsel from the Most High. That's the elites, man. That's the international bankers, man. You know, because what they was doing everything behind closed doors. They were like a shadow government, like a shadow power, man. That was running things in the shadow, in the dark. You know, but now the Lord said, bear the leg, man. You know, now everybody's finding out about the Rothschilds. Everybody's finding out about the international bankers. You know, but for a long time, they was in the dark, man. Yes.
Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark.
Yeah, that's the international bankers, man. Their works are in the dark. I mean, it ain't in the dark so much no more, but for hundreds and hundreds of years, it was in the dark, man. And the scriptures say, woe unto them, so woe means destruction, man. So the Rothschilds, the Gettys and DuPonts, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, all those international bankers, all them families, yeah, come on. All them families, they're gonna go down, man. All right? They're gonna go for a fall, man.
It says, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us?
Yeah, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? Because they were in the dark, in the background, pulling the strings, man. Just like Trump. Everybody think Trump is doing something. Trump ain't doing nothing. The elites is giving him the orders, man. That's right. They're the puppet masters, man. Now, of course, you know, Trump is doing stupid shit. You know, because, you know, Trump, he likes to start shit. He likes to talk shit. And he's going to cause them nations to shoot nuclear missiles over here, man. Because he thinks he's a king, man. But the elites are telling him what to do. They're giving him orders, man. All right? They say, who seeth us? Go ahead, read that again.
It says, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us?
Yeah, the works are in the dark because they're controlling what's going on. They control the money flow, man. You know, they set up puppet leaders, man. You know, and whoever don't play ball with them, they get rid of them. Like Saddam Hussein, like Gaddafi, like a whole lot of people, man. You know, but people think there's some due process. Oh, the president, the Constitution, and all this, the Bill of Rights, all this bullshit, man. The elites they're the puppet masters, but who's the real puppet master? Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Because Yahweh Shai is controlling the elites, man. He's controlling the Rothschilds. He's controlling international bankers, man. All right? And he's going to bring them into destruction. Go ahead.
It says, surely a turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah, and they turning everything upside down, which is what? The truth.
Okay.
All right? They said the Lord was a so-called white man, when actually the Lord is a so-called black man. All right? They said that the Jews are them damn Amalekites, man, over there in Israel and all over the world. They said we was Africans, man. So-called Negroes, those are Africans, man. Black Negroes. You know? They said, give faggots rights. Let two men marry each other, let two women marry each other. Get sex change operations, man. Celebrate Christmas, do all this wickedness, man. That's turning things upside down. And for you to turn something upside down, you have to know what's right. All right? So they know that they're breaking the Lord's statute commandments to the Most High. But that's why the Lord says, surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. All right? I mean, as a potter's vessel, man. Why? Because the Most High is about to turn it right back side up, man.
There you go.
By bringing destruction on America and by bringing the elites and all so-called white people, which are Esau and Edom, in slavery, man. And then they're going to be destroyed after 1,000 years of slavery, after building up the kingdom. After Yahweh Shah through Israel have his fun with them, man.
Okay.
You know? And they avoid that. All right? They're trying to upset the prophecies, man. By sending their flunkies, man. Mofag Malone. All right? Dr. James White. All right? And so-called, you got dudes that call themselves Israelites, and they sold out. They're trying to take away the name of the Lord from the people, man. You know? You got Jada Producer. You know? And you got many, many others, man. Go ahead.
It says, for sure the works of him that made it, he made me not.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. That's what it's going into. You know, like, oh, you know, it was a big man that created all things. You know? That's what he's talking about. And it says, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. So that's what the so-called white man doing with that LGBT shit. Like, no, the Most High I made a mistake. I was born in a man's body, but I was really supposed to be a woman. But I was born in a woman's body, but I'm really supposed to be a man. You know, so he turned everything upside down. You saying the Most High, they didn't do it right. You taking foods that the Most High made natural. You creating GMO foods. You know, everything that's natural, you turn it upside down. You know, you creating clouds. You controlling the weather. You know, so that's why, hey, there's a whole book written for you, the book of your judgment, the book of Obadiah. Said, you know, you think you the Most High. You know, in Isaiah as well. You know, you got the harp. You know, you created earthquakes. You know, you control this whole society. You control this whole world with your money system. You know, everything you says goes. You know, and yeah, that was it.
This is Psalms 64, verse 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, and that's going into who? The elites, man. All right, like the elders going into, man. You know, the elites, the top Edomites that run this whole world, man. Okay, like the people they think that, you know, it's Trump and the presidents, you know, that's calling all the shots. No, man, it's the international bankers, right? That runs everything, man, and that making all the laws, all the unrighteous decrees for the world to follow. This is hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly will they shoot at him and fear not. Yeah, who they shoot at, man? Who's the perfect, man? Okay, because everything that the elites do is to bring down Israel, okay? They had all these like going to the UN meetings and things like that. Everything is basically in this whole New World Order system, man. What they trying to accomplish, man, to put Israel back into slavery, man, right? Mainly with that RFID microchip. Okay, so the scriptures speak about the secret elite of Esau, okay, the so-called white man, which are the international bankers, you know, who the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, okay. Those who the world ignorantly calls, you know, the Illuminati, all right, thinking they know everything. But those are the elites that run the world. That was good.
Brother, I got something right quick. This is Psalm 2nd chapter and the first verse. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Yeah, and that's what's going on, man, when they have them summits. All right, and they get me white high hills. All right, you know. All right, the heathen, the actual heathen, the so-called white man, the Chinese, so-called Chinese, the Arabs, the East Indians. All right, those Hamites. All right, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? What's that vain thing that they're imagining, man? That Israel's always going to be at the bottom, and that the so-called white man is going to be ruling forever, man. All right? It says, yeah, because that's a vain thing, man. That's a vain thing. The Lord is going to bring all these nations down, man. All right? It says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. Like the brother mentioned about, you know, they go to them G20 meetings and all that kind of stuff like that, man. They go to them summits, you know, and they talk about all the heathen nations get together, and they bicker and they fight and they talk about money and commerce and all the wickedness they're going to do. But then they talk about Israel too, man. You better believe that, you know? You know? Because it says the kings of the earth, like when Trump went to that G summit, to that summit meeting, he was sitting there and he was popping his collar. You know, he was doing all that all proud. And he had all the other kings of the earth, which were the other leaders of the European nations. All right? So that's them councils that they, and then, you know, them councils are private, man. Nobody can just walk in the council, hey, fellas, what do you say? And, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. A prime example, the Bohemian Grove, man.
Yep.
That thing was done in secret, but now people know about it, you know? Yep, the Bohemian Grove, man, where they go, they talk about what they're going to do. Their plan, their future plans. All right? It says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord. See? See? Just because they don't come to you and go, look, nigga, we having a meeting about destroying you right now. That don't mean they ain't talking about you, man. All right? They talking against Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai. All right? That's what they talking against. It says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, all right, let us break their bands asunder. All right? And that's what Esau wants to do. Like the brother mentioned earlier, man, they want to destroy Israel, man.
Hey, Elder, can I say something? That verse came out 3 times.
Oh, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
You know? All right?
That's the spirit.
It says, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. And that's Yahweh Shai, man. You're going to laugh at them, man, because you're going to bring them into derision and into destruction. That's why the brothers are going through the scriptures. You know?
That's
Yeah, because there's nothing these elites can do, man. Because who's the puppet master, man? Yahweh Shai, man. All right? That's the true puppet master. He's pulling their strings. He's controlling their minds, man. Every time they make a move, the Most High got them checkmated, man. You know? You devils, you elites, you checkmate. Because as soon as you come in with your RFID chip and you make it mandatory and you start chipping people and you come against the men of the Lord, the Most High is going, through your Yahweh Shai, is going to move on your ass, man. Take your ass down. All right? And that's the faith that we have to have. All right? It's going to be what? It's going to be what? The time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be trouble for so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But that's the faith we got to have, man. All right? Because as soon as he makes his move against the middle Lord, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to make his move against him, man. All right? It says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yeah, by destroying their ass, man, with thermonuclear fire and putting them in slavery. It says, the Lord shall have them in derision, and that's right. They're going to be in derision, man. You know? Because they're all going to be fighting against each other, man. All right? Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure, which is that nuclear fire. All right? So that's how he's going to speak to them, man. All right? And vex them in his sore displeasure. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath. Because the Most High has wrath on these heathen nations, man. All right? He has wrath on the international bank, the nation of Edom, the nation of Esau. He has wrath on these so-called Chinese. He has wrath on these Hamite nations. He has wrath on these East Indians, these Arabs. All right? He even has wrath for 2/3 of his own people, man. All right? Now, you go ahead, give me that.
Okay, this is Psalm 68 and 16. It says, why leap ye high hills?
Yeah, the hills represents the government. All right? So the high hills, it says, why you leaping? You know? Because their thing is to put Israel in subjection forever, man. The groups, they do it on a small level now. But the scriptures say, why leap ye high hills? What the hell are you getting all excited thinking that you're going to be the next rulers on the earth? The Chinese, they know that the so-called white man's going down. All right? The East Indians, they know that the so-called white man's going down. The Arabs, they know the so-called white man's going down. Them Hamite nations, they know the so-called white man's going down. But they think they're going to be the next rulers, man. All right? You goops and you sand niggas, you Arabs, you really believe you're going to be the next rulers on the earth, man. That's what the Lord said. Why you leaping? Why leap ye high hills, which are the governments? Yeah. Huh? All right.
Have a good day.
You know what he said?
No,
Have a
what he
good
said?
day.
He said, man, you should be around here. He said, run them off.
Oh, yeah. All right, bro. You got it, man. All right. You got it.
Nah, dead ass though, bro. I know y'all studying and all that.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, bro.
Have
you
a
got it,
blessed
man.
day.
All right, bro. All right. You know, hey, bro. Yeah, bro. But so what? Big deal. You see, you gotta say, hey, I wish I had an Edomite woman too.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the nigga woman, man. Who in the hell wants to deal with that monster, man? Yeah, who in their right mind want to deal with the black woman, man? That, yo, the nigga woman is, leave her alone, man. Just leave her alone. All right, so why leap ye high hills?
Run.
It says, why leap ye high hills?
All right.
This is the hill which the Most High desireth to dwell in.
Yeah, and this is the hill that the Most High desires to dwell in, which is Israelite,
Right on.
the government of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right.
It says, yea, the Lord will dwell in it forever.
Yeah, and Yahweh Shai is going to dwell in Israel forever, not in these heathen nations, man. All right. Right? Yeah, hey, that's the gift. Yeah, that's the blessing of the nation of Israel, man. You know? And that's the curse for the heathen nations, man. Bring it out.
Sirach 39, and 23. As he hath turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath. So yeah, like if you go to the sea, then you take up that water, you dry it up, it's always gonna be salt. So the heathens, their whole purpose is to be destined for destruction. Destruction and slavery. That's what's coming to the heathens. Because the scriptures say, what nation have not part in our destruction? And the Lord said, all these heathens, they're going to inherit the same curses that was put upon us. So we're going to get a double what we got.
I got something. Right. It says Psalms 49:11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. Like been going into, that's his belief, man. But like Ella was saying, the Lord got him this way. Okay? It's not gonna happen. He's not gonna complete his New World Order and live born in rulership forever and ever. It's not happening. It says his inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the land after their own names. That's going to Esau, man. All right, the so-called white man. It's going with the elites. All right, they name lands after themselves.
Oh, well, America.
Oh, shit, yeah, America, yeah. Right.
America,
Africa.
Asia, Africa, yeah.
Oh yeah, cunt.
You got what? Yeah, Alexandria, Egypt. Okay. Because Alexander, he named a whole bunch of places after his name, man. Scipios Africanus, correct? America Vespucci, and I think his brother named Asia after himself. All right, was Asia just Right, exactly. Right, Scipio Asiaticus, right. Scipio Africanus, right, exactly. Go ahead, brother.
That was that one. I got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got something? Okay. All right. Psalms 8:3. I'll start at 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be now still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Now, who hates the Most High? The so-called white man.
Yeah.
That's why he breaks every single law, statute, commandment in the Bible. Okay? He lifts up his head, meaning what? He's proud. All right? The so-called white man is the proudest man on earth. When we say so-called, he's not really white. He's red. Okay? He has no pigmentation. That's why his name is Esau.
Gun.
Joshua in the Hebrew, which is what? Wasted away his heat. Okay? It says, and they that hate thee has lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. All right, man. And how did they do that? It's like we're going into those secret meetings. All right. Matter of fact, the secret society, the Illuminati, the national bankers, their best attack or whatever you want to call it is that they were secret. Until the internet came out, then they were exposed.
Gun.
You know? It says they have taken counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Right? And who are the true Israelites? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? You're the true Israelites according to the Bible. And how you trying to cut you off? That your name be of remembrance. They gave you fake names. They gave you bywords, niggas, spicks. Right? Took away your nationality. All right? Your beliefs. Okay? They named you after themselves, like the brother was saying earlier. They named you after themselves, man. They called you what? Shit, what's some names, man?
I like last names like Johnson, White.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Those are plantation names, man.
Brown. Nigga named Brown. Armstrong. Probably mad strong, so just think that this is an Armstrong. Hey, come here, Armstrong. You know what, man? You know what? Call your kids Armstrong. And that's how. You never know how your name or what goes back to, man.
Yeah. They named the surnames.
Yeah.
Surname,
You know, they had surnames for us, man. You know, Marcus and all these names. I mean, which they got from us any damn way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we was ruling in Europe, they took those names, man.
Yeah.
You know, when we was ruling in Spain, so-called black men were ruling in Europe, all right? They took them names on themselves, man. Then they turned around and used them names on us as a surname. Hector, all them names like that, man, you know? Just watch some slave movies, man. Show you how they give them their names, man, you know? All right, just like on Roots, man.
Yep.
You know? Roots, he gave him a name, man. Toby. You know? Yeah. And then when he fought against it, he beat it into him, man. Just like he beat his philosophy into so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why they believe in that the white man is the Lord, man. You know, which Jake was going off, believing in them gods before. All right? And now, the Most High said, okay, all right, well, you know what? I'm going to have this devil beat it in you, man. Why? Because the Lord said, don't, because the Most High said, have no other gods before him. And being that Israel wanted to keep on dealing with the other nations, Lord said, okay, you want to deal with them other nations? I'm going to have this devil beat these other gods into you, man. You ain't even going to do it willingly no more. You know? Called white supremacy.
That's why Jake, even now, they look at themselves as less as a human being.
Yeah.
That's why they call themselves savages, goons, hooligans, dogs.
Yeah.
Because hey, that all goes back to slavery, you know? You had Jake that constantly walking around with chains on the wrists, on the ankles. You know what I mean? So if you constantly keep looking at that, every time you wake up, you shackled down with a chain, you're gonna look at yourself as less of a human, as nothing. You know? So everything comes and goes back to slavery. You know? What Esau has done to what the Lord has let him do to us, according to us breaking his law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. It says they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. That's going into the so-called white man, all right? And that's going into all these other heathen nations. When they get together with that G7 or G8 summit meetings, all right, they get together and they think of ways how to keep Israel, you so-called Negroes, not just Native Americans, to bring Israelites down, keep them oppressed.
Yeah, you brother, finish reading it.
It's more? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot. The tabernacle of Edom.
Yeah, brother, you can't forget about that. Can't forget about the tabernacle of
Man,
Edom.
we can't.
The house of Edom. What's he said? Tabernacle. We're in the Feast of Tabernacle now.
Done.
All right? For 8 days. And I want somebody to get that too. About the Feast of Tabernacles too. You know? That we're supposed to dwell in tents for 8 days, man. All right? So that we can be reminded how Israel wandered in the wilderness. All right? So that's we can always remember that, man. All right? But it says the tabernacles of Edom. The tabernacle is house, man. The house of Edom. Can't forget about this devil. You know? The house of Esau, his whole people, man. From the head Edom, the head devil all the way to the lowest devil, man. The lowest bum in the street. Yo, I heard a bum say, yeah. A cracker bum, a so-called white man bum say, yeah, I ain't this and I ain't that. This ain't no nigga. Now the dude is a bum, man. All effed up, all jacked up, stinking, living in a goddamn train station, living in the street, eating out of garbage can. But he had the nerve to say, at least I ain't no nigga. I said, yo, man. So from the top devil all the way to the lowest devil, man. The house of Esau. Go ahead, brother.
It says the tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
Yeah, Ishmael, you know, them damn Arabs. All right? Them sheikhs over there in Dubai. The royal family of the Saudis. All right? Them too. Go ahead.
Of Moab.
Uh-oh, them gooks. That's right. China got all the cream now, man. And they back in the UN by gold. Not like the American dollar. American dollar ain't backed by nothing but your belief. Even the dude that works in the Federal Reserve Bank, he said the dollar ain't worth nothing. This is people's belief that it's worth something. This dollar ain't worth nothing, man. You can give somebody some money and go get something. So you believe it's worth something. It's not. It's not backed by any gold, any silver, man. So them gooks. Now Trump is in a trade war with them, man. Now Trump is putting sanctions on him, and they throwing sanctions right back on his ass, man. Which analysts say that the first group of sanctions that they put on China is not going to really affect the average American, but it's affecting the farmers. He said, but the second wave of sanctions that he's going to put on China, that Trump is going to put on China, that's what's going to start affecting the American citizen, man. All right? Because then everything is going to start going up, man. Then more and more sanctions that he puts on China, the more and more it's going to get worse for the average American, man, because everything's going to cost him more money. Go ahead.
I make a point on that. If you own a business and you paying the employees, if you can't afford to ship your merchandise, your business got shut down, employees out of work, and then that's the ripple effect that's gonna come down upon you Americans, man. All right, so everybody's gonna feel that wrath from that those sanctions.
Yeah, cut. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if you both mentioned it, but there was a video earlier that I saw that said Russia officially dropped the dollar bill. Russia's done with it. Oh shit! You know, it's Russia, Turkey, China. They all dropped the dollar bill, man. So it's official now, man.
It's official, baby. Damn place is going down, man.
And it was mentioning in the video, it's like the brothers was mentioning, it was saying that they know that the dollar bill is backed by nothing. And it was calling it a fiat currency, man.
Yeah, well,
You know?
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So, hey, man, that's it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's about to start, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and that's how I show you Trump is a goddamn liar. When he had that meeting with Putin, he said, yeah, it went well.
Yeah, that's
It went
right.
great. Yeah, right, man. No, he didn't, man. Putin probably threatened to fucking kill you, man. You know? So, hey, man, it's a beautiful thing. We in some beautiful times, man. You know?
Yeah, we in some troubles, times of Jacob's trouble,
Yes.
but beautiful. Because it's the end of this damn place, man. You know, and once the dollars drop, man, you watch. It's gonna start getting bad out here, man. You know, shit's gonna go up crazy, man. You know? And that's when the people are gonna start feeling it, man. And they're gonna shut down. The austerity measures are gonna come in even more. All right? They're gonna shut down even more stuff. You know, welfare, food stamps. You watch, and then all they're gonna do is sit up there and talk about how, oh yeah, the economy is doing good.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Since we put the sanctions on China and Russia, the economy is doing good. No, it ain't, man. All right.
It says of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre.
Yeah, all these heathen nations, man. All right. That's who the Most High is going to destroy, and that's who those nations are coming against. The nation of Israel. So So what spirit should we be in? We should be more on fire, man.
Huh.
You know, we should even be more on fire. Do more videos, pray more, fast more. Do more shows. Why? Because to further bring down and pray for the destruction of this place called America, man. Get the place is out of here, man.
Right.
And Trump is going to be the man to bring it in. You know? Why? Because the Most High is setting this up, man. So now that Russia officially dropped the dollar bill, China, all them other countries going to follow, man.
Yep.
Iran, you know?
Iran already did.
You know?
Iran already did.
You know, so all these other countries are going to follow suit.
He kind of did too.
Even their friends, the Saudis, man. You know? And the EU and NATO, they're against America. They getting their own thing together, man. You know? They're doing business. China's doing business in Africa, man. So the EU and NATO, they're against America.
Right.
That's why the scriptures say, and they shall hate the whore. All right? And burn her with fire, man. And burn her with fire. All right? Got it?
This is Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear not this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But yeah, this is really talking about America. You know, when you read up, it's talking about the daughter of Babylon, which is today is America. You know, and it says yeah, they're giving the pleasures, because one thing that was happening in Rome is they were distracting the people by branding circuses. You know, same thing going on here in America. You know, you got these people worrying about these different games going on, but meanwhile you got World War III stirring up in the world. All these nations are telling the people to prepare for World War III. You know, but these American people, they're in a jolly state. You know? And it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day,
right.
the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. You know, in America here, you know, every year you got 800,000 to 1 million children going missing. You know, and these majority of it are so-called Negroes and Latino children, you know, going missing. And why you think it's the same amount always going missing? That means what? It's a demand for it. You know, it's demand and supply. You know, why is it constantly the same amount of children being
Kidnapped.
how do you say, being kidnapped? You know, because America here, you know, they take the children and they go make them sacrifices. You know, and then they put it in your McDonald's. You know. Oh, it's not.
Oh, 7, right?
Yeah. All right. So Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Hey, right. And Babylon is talking about America. That virgin daughter of Babylon. Because Babylon is Babal, right? And what it means is confusion. Okay? It's confusion. That's why you got men and women having sex changes. All right? That's why homosexuals are getting rights. Women are put in the highest stands above men because of this confusion. All right? It says come down and sit.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right, that virgin daughter. Why? Because America wasn't touched by war. Okay? When they fought wars, they fought overseas. Okay? Like World War I, I think that was fought over by Russia. That area. Okay, but no real war came to America. All right, come down and sit in the dust, man. Come off your dome. You're gonna be thrones, man.
Right. Yeah, and I just wonder how they're not gonna push that thing out there, man.
No.
About Russia dropping $1. They ain't gonna push that out there. They're gonna keep it hidden, man.
Yep.
Because they want people in America thinking that everything is all good, man. They want to keep on pushing that, oh yeah, the economy is doing better. The economy is growing because of Trump. Trump is doing this. Trump is doing that. And you're going to have stupid ass Americans. Yeah, Trump, man. Yeah, he's really the president we need to have. And, you know, and they're going to keep on pushing that, oh yeah, but the economy, is at its all-time high now. You know, which it's not, man. Once all these nations start dropping the dollar bill, man, it's a ripple effect on Americans, man. So-called Americans, on the people, on the sheep. You know? That's a beautiful thing, man. Because all these nations gonna drop this damn dollar bill. Hey, brother.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's right, man. The Chaldeans going into that witchcraft. All right, that's a heavy thing in America. Very heavy, man. The elites, they push that thing. They push witchcraft through Hollywood. They do witchcraft a lot when they are dealing with when they pray these devils and so on and so forth, man. So witchcraft is heavy in America. All right, if you want to be a celebrity, all right, you gotta do some demonic act, man.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, they're gonna keep on pushing all that rat garbage.
Yeah, that's all witchcraft.
You know, yeah, which is all witchcraft, man. Which is all to keep you asleep, in a deep sleep, man. You know, because the Chaldeans, they were the ancient wizards and witches of the Babylonian Empire, man. And that's what America is. America represents the Chaldeans. Why? Because they're heavy into witchcraft, man. You know, they celebrate Halloween is a big deal. You know, it's a national holiday, man. Christmas, that's a national holiday. Mother's Day, that's a national holiday. All those are pagan holidays, man. You know, they worship the winter solstice, Saturnalia, which is nothing but, it's similar to Christmas, all right? What else do they worship, man? They sacrifice little kids. That's all them kids go missing. Have you seen so-and-so? You know, you see them commercials, man, you know? Yeah. It's 10 o'clock. You know where your child is. Yeah, he's being sacrificed, man. All right, by some witch, man. By Edomite, man. By some witch. Some Edomite witch, man. You know? Yeah. Being molested and then drinking his blood. You know? That's why they just had that thing on the news about the cardinal, man.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, I was trying to tell them that this cardinal was molesting all these kids. Yeah, right, please.
I was down with that shit.
They just told the guy, okay, you know, you can't be a cardinal now. Go on a permanent vacation. He's supposed to be put to death. Because that's how they, that's what those Catholic priests are all about, man.
Okay.
Like the Apostle Gabar says, it's sexual magic, man. And their law, that's in their laws, man. To molest little kids, man. Little boys. All right?
Circumcised little boys with their moms?
No, that's them Amalekites. I'm talking about the Catholic Church. Them goddamn Catholic priests, man. You know? I was trying to warn them that, no, you wasn't, man. You trying to warn them, say, look, man, they on to your ass. You know, stop touching little boys for at least a week or so, man, you know? Because that's their law, man. If they get caught doing that, they got laws protecting them, man. Yeah, but they deal with that bishop's hat that they wear. That's Dagon, man. That's the fish god that the Canaanites were serving. You know? They got IHS in the middle of that cross. That's Isis, Horus, and Seth. So they're going back in Egypt, man. It's all witchcraft. Do they worship Mary? Why do they worship Mary? Why? Because that goes back to Ramesses, the Babylonian Empire. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
It says, take the millstones and grind mill, and cover thy locks, make bare the leg, and cover the tie, pass over the rivers. You know, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Yeah, because all these nations are seeing what America is about now. You know, all these nations, now, they go on the YouTube and they see that America, is controlled by the elites and all that. That's why George Soros, like he said, the internet was the worst thing ever created. Because now everybody's finding out what's going on. That's why it's good to say how the things of Esau switched out. It's the Mossad that was gonna be revealing it.
Which GMS, Storm the Cost and the Elders,
Yeah.
been bringing that out, man. Been bringing that on Esau. Mainly, all right? And then after that, we got on the internet and people started catching on. All right?
Yeah, really, exactly. Exactly. Because the apostles, Great Millstone, they was the one that was pushing that heavy, man. They was going into that heavy.
Chip,
Yep.
all right? Everybody's about the chip. Come on, man. Apostles and Elders been out there since what? I don't know, 07, 06?
Yeah.
And before that.
Yeah,
now
before
on
that.
YouTube.
Yep.
But now on YouTube.
Exactly.
So come on, man.
And it says, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay, why is the Lord going to take vengeance? Because look what you did to his people, And what happened to Pharaoh and the Egyptians? The Mosai told them, let my people go. When he said let my people, it wasn't talking about the Amalekites. It wasn't talking about no Chinese. It was talking about the Israelites, which is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You having us in captivity now, so what you think is going to happen to you? That's why all these Christian denominations, they losing their minds over the Israelites, because they know that if we are the children of the Mosai, what we prophesying is really going to come to pass, and the Mosai is going to put them to death for what you did to his people.
Yeah, and when it says let my people go, who was Moses talking about? Just the Jews? Just Judah? No, he was talking about Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, Manasseh, Simeon. He was talking about all the 12 tribes, man. Because all the 12 tribes are what? The sons of the Most High, man. This ain't no black thing, man. And this devil he keeps on trying to push that. Oh yeah, well the black Hebrew Israelites. This ain't no black thing, man. This ain't the Black Panthers, man. All right, this is about serving Yahweh Shai, and the breach being gapped, man, between Judah and Ephraim. Judah represents the southern kingdom, and Ephraim represents the northern kingdom, man. And they're coming back together, what? As a nation. How the Most High set it up in the first place. But because of our wickedness, the Most High split the nation, man. Okay? All right? But who's the head of the nation? Yahweh Shai, man. He's from the tribe of Judah, a so-called black man. Okay? And then you got David. All right? Which was the king over all Israel. All right? So the Most High is bringing them tribes back together, the 12 tribes back together with each other.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead, brother.
And it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name.
Yeah, it says, Salakia said, and I shall not meet thee as a man. The Lord ain't coming back and meet you like he came back this time. I mean, like he came over 2,000 years ago. He came humble, man. He came as the lamb. Why? Because he was sacrificed for the sins of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Not the whole world, man. Not the so-called white man. Not the Koreans. Not the East Indians. Not the so-called Africans, man. Not the Arabs. He came and he was a sacrifice for the elected nation of Israel first, and then the whole nation of Israel, man. All right? But he said he ain't gonna meet you as a man. He ain't coming back as a man. He's coming back as an angelic power, man.
Right.
He's coming back as an angelic power, man.
Okay.
With the thousands of angels, man, and of thousands upon thousands of chariots to destroy America and to deliver his people, man, out of captivity and out of this destruction that the Most High is going to bring on this place, man. All right, and he's coming to put the so-called white man and all the other heathen nations in chains All right? And that's the patience and the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? The saints are the Israelites, man.
Right.
Which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the saints of the Most High, man. Starting with the elect. But all Israel are the saints of the Lord. It's just the elect is going to make it first, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, as for our Redeemer, the Yahweh Bashim Shah of hosts is
Oh,
his
wait a
name.
minute. It says, as for our Redeemer. Who's our Redeemer? Yahweh Shah, man. That's our Redeemer, not Christ. All right? Not Jesus. All right? Yeah, not Allah. All right? Not Yeshaya. Yahweh Shai, man. Not Yahweh. Not Yeshua. Not none of that madness, man. Yahweh Shai. Not the unknown. Comfy. Hell, yo, what Comfy talking about, man? You know? Not yo play, none of that, man. Yahweh Shai, he's our Redeemer, man. He's the Redeemer of the elect of the nation of Israel. Bring it out. Hold what you got.
It's Isaiah 41, verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel.
Yeah, the Most High called Jacob a worm, man. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. So the Lord's saying, look, don't fear, Jacob. Go ahead.
I will help thee, saith the Lord.
Oh, the Lord said he's going to help thee. All right? Read that again from the top.
Right. Isaiah 41 and 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel.
And ye men of Israel. Go ahead.
I will help thee, saith the Lord,
Go ahead.
All right.
and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Which is Yahweh Shai. Thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Go ahead.
It says, I'll continue, it says, behold, I'll make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth.
Bring it down, my brother.
Yeah, going to what? The spiritual powers, man. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small,
Yeah, these governments.
right?
These heathen governments. Yup.
And shall make the hills as chaff, as chaff. That's basically it.
It's like you have when you get a blender, put in a whole bunch of fruits, you know what I'm saying? You blend it in, you know, it becomes in small pieces, and it goes down, you know? That's how most times when they make an Israelite men, you know, we're gonna go, they say you're gonna send for many hunters. You're gonna go around these districts and slave them, you know? That's your whole purpose of being here, you know, to be the slaves of the elect for the kingdom of heaven.
All right.
You know?
Jeremiah 50 and 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Yeah, that's right. Thy Redeemer, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And he said he's the one that's going to plead our cause, all right? So, hey, that's how the scriptures say, wait ye upon me, so I rise up against the prey, right? Because the Lord is the one who's going to come back and plead for us, man. Right? And he said how he's going to disquiet what Babylon. Basically, he's going to take these white people out of power, okay? He's going to physically take them out, okay? By shedding blood and sin, right? That's how the Lord is going to plead our cause, right? And he's going to take these nations down. Put Israel on the power.
Want some of this?
So I can add into that too, because it says the Lord shall plead our cause. So what 800 men over there doing marching, right? The Lord is going to plead our cause, you know? The Lord is the one that's going to bring everything to, you know? So you got Nate and them over there, they marching, talking about 800 men, stop the violence. They trying to plead, you trying to do the Yahweh Shai's job, you know?
Yeah, but then they ain't even doing that. They marching, man. You know? When Yahweh Shai come back, he's coming to get busy, man. He's coming to destroy. He's coming to kill, man. All right?
Like they said that he may give rest to the land. Now here, that's why people say America's the hammer of the earth. You know, you got here in America and down in Florida, they have this thing called, what's it called? Something, red something. that's killing all the sea animals. You
No,
know?
red tide.
Yeah, the red tide. Yeah,
red tide.
It said, I think they said like 8 million of them they killing. Now they're in the state of emergency. You know, everywhere is being polluted because of the so-called white men. Over there by Haiti and the DR, they got 2 island-sized how do you say it? 2 island-sized, like basically like a lot of ton of debris in the ocean. You know, you see the video, it's just a ton of plastic and all that. Sea animals is dying off because of all the plastic. And that's because of America, Babylon, you know? The so-called white man, he gonna get rested, and that's how he gotta take that so-called white man out of power. Because if he keeps in power, everything gonna die. You know, everything is going extinct. You know, he trying to kill the whole world.
Yeah.
He said he want to kill 7.5 billion people. Why would you trying to do that? You know, you a madman. You know?
Yeah.
That's a mad scientist. You know.
Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones, man. And then they keep on revising it, you know? They want to kill 7.5 billion people, man. That's what they least want to do. 7.5 billion people. And it's mostly Israel on the earth, man. Israel's at the sand of the sea. No man can number Nate. What the hell are you counting people for, man? That's going off, man. You're supposed to be counting people, counting Israel. Israel's as the sand of the sea, man. You know? So they want to kill mostly Israel. And they at least know that, man. They know it's mostly Israel that's around the earth. Even when you go to the heathen nations, there's Israelites amongst them. Amongst all the nations on the earth, man. Israelites are amongst all these heathen nations. You know? And they want to bring humanity down to 500 million. Yeah, well, that ain't your decision. Nope. You mad, man. You know what kind of mind you gotta have to kill 7.5 billion people and don't blink? Even the heathen nation's gonna be around in the kingdom. But yet you wanna call, that's Israelites is worse than the Ku Klux Klan. Wait a minute. Israel ain't going around lynching crackers, well, but not yet at least. You know? We ain't talking about killing 7.5 billion people. I mean, we would like to, but we would like to kill 7.5 billion Edomites and heathens, but hey, man, they got to build up the kingdom. But then the Mosiah is going to kill your ass, man. Every last Edomite on the planet Earth, man, after 1,000 years of slavery.
Rightfully so.
You gonna get genocided, man. Mass genocide. You're gonna be the extinct species on the earth. That's right. You're gonna be ethically cleansed.
Oh,
Got a precept?
Hey, brother, bring it out.
Okay, Con, this is Habakkuk 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, you trying to Esau, that's talking about Esau, the so-called white man, all right? Who you call yourselves Caucasians nowadays. The spirit that's in you is not upright in you. So anything that you're thinking about is not right. You're thinking about killing 7.5 billion people. No, that's not a right spirit, because you are the seed of the wicked. Okay, according to the book of Malachi. All right.
And then mind you, that's a lot of his own people too.
Yeah, yeah, because if I can add, Elder, because he say that we're the minority and they're the majority, right?
Right.
So if you're gonna kill 7.5 billion people, that's a lot of your people that gotta die.
Exactly.
According to your records, because
Right,
you're the majority. You know? So it's a damn devil, man.
But the reason why Esau, the so-called white man, calls us the minority, because the word minority means minute. You know, when Israel is the minority. When Israel is the majority and he's the minority. Because crackers, they ain't having babies, man.
Nope. Yeah.
Esau, the so-called white people, you ain't having babies, man. Who's having babies? Israelites. That's who's having all the babies on the planet Earth, man. Israel. Oh, just like in Egypt. The more hell Egyptians put on Israel, the more they increased.
That's right.
That's the same thing here in America, man. What all Jake think about is doing is having sex, man.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. That's all Jake think about is having sex, man. Popping a woman. You know? And what happens with that? A woman gets pregnant and boom.
They have on the news that they say that Caucasian people basically how they becoming a minority.
Yeah,
Because
they always been the minority. But yeah, brother, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
basically how the women basically they want to be for real women, so they don't really get children until they're 35, in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? And that kills them because when you have children towards those age, you have a chance of dying. You know what I'm saying? And they said their children, they dying of opioid crisis and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the number of suicides among white people is increasing more and more.
Yep,
You know, so Esau's starting to catch the curses. It ain't just gonna happen, just in one day. It's going, slowly increase. Just like, when we went in Europe, we didn't just get taken down in one day. We had the Black Plague that started killing Jake off.
Yeah,
Esau came up in there, started taking us over. So same thing with these crackers now. They starting to catch the curses now. But it's gonna increase more and more in the kingdom.
I got an article. This is an article from New York Times. This is a recent article too. It says fewer births than deaths amongst whites and majority of the U.S. states. Right? It says deaths now outnumber births amongst white people in more than half the states in the country. So they're showing you that these Edomites is like how the brother saying the curses is slowly getting put upon them, man.
You always see that old cracker. Barely see them children. They lose it. So he made them small among the heathen. That's one of the things too. Is when we catch the curses.
He's the children of the wicked, right? He's the least of all the heathens. He's at the bottom of out of all the heathens.
Faces of men.
Out of all the heathens, he's the least of them.
I'm going to read a little more. It says, demographers have found signaling what could be a faster than expected transition to a future in which whites are no longer a majority of the American population. It shows you that, hey man, Esau's rulership is over with, man. Now you got the so-called white man that's supposed to be ruling nowadays, but you got articles on him saying that he's dying off at a rapid pace, man.
If I can add to you, there's also years ago, maybe back in like 2014, there was a big article that's saying these Edomites, they're having a problem having children. They can't have children. While Jake, on the other hand, hey man, Jake just popping up out of nowhere, man. My homegirl, she's on her 4th kid, and it goes back to Egypt. Giving us all that hell, man.
Brother, I just said that, brother.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit, man. It goes right back to that, man. Jake, the more hell you put on us, man, the more we gonna find women and the more we gonna multiply, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why Esau, they constantly trying to create new ways to destroy it. Because they see that we're really the majority, and they not
The minority.
Yeah, they're not populating like Jake, and they fear when Jake overpopulates.
Right.
They fear to be taken down. So that's why they
exactly.
create new ways. That's why now you like I was on a train the other day, and I seen that advertisements all over the train about basically pushing for abortion. You see a black chick advertisement, and that's and more locking Jake up and things like that. They trying to keep our population down. That's what Esau want to do. They fear, they fear when we overpopulate, that we overtake them.
Yeah, 2 things. And they fear that shit in Egypt too. What do they say? At least they join another
nation,
army and take us down. Bro, paraphrasing. And about that abortion thing, this fucking black, deep, demonic bitch, Oprah Winfrey, she's on the forefront pushing that shit hard, man. She is pushing abortion hard, man. That's why the Mosai kept that dirty, stinking bitch barren, man. Mosai ain't give that bitch no check on no kids, man. So she got it in a magazine. She got a magazine coming out, and the magazine is basically like, yo, women, if you don't want a child, don't have it. She's all about that shit, man. And that's what Esau's pushing, start with that stupid Margaret Sanger, man. When she started that shit, old Planned Parenthood, you know, the Lord said what? Be fruitful and multiply, man. There's no such thing as the earth being overpopulated. Then why would the Lord give that commandment? And the Most High would be crazy, man. Hey, look, the tribe of Ephraim means what? Fruitful, man. You know, one tribe of Israel you cannot count. It's impossible, bro. Only the Lord knows that number.
That's what I got. 1 and 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them.
And that's him. Look at the entertainment world, bro. I love football. I love watching football. I love watching boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too into MMA, but I watch it. You know what I'm saying? But football and boxing are my two main sports. And who do you see, man? Besides the Southern Kingdom or the Northern Kingdom, man. And they beating the hell out of Esau in here, man. Now, you got the movies with Jet Li doing some fucking 50 flips and kicking a nigga head off. You know what I'm saying? Showing the groups, these big mighty karate people. Why the fuck aren't they the top boxers? Why aren't they the top sports athletes, man? Why aren't they ruling the MMA? They so goddamn bad, man. That's all smoke and mirrors, man. Israel is the true power, man. Israel is the true power on earth, man, because what? We are the sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We are hey man, our forefather wrestled with an angel and prevailed against an angel, man. We are, that's why he got that name, Yahshua, man. He's a prince of the power, man. We are those people, man. That's why we shine, man. Even in fucking hell, we shine better than the people that's in their paradise, man.
That's right.
That's crazy, man.
At the lowest state.
At the lowest state that we are,
the
bro.
lowest state.
We still shining more than them, man. Little white kids want to grow up to be LeBron James.
Yep.
That's Israel for you, man. That shows you the type of people that we are and the type of power that we have, man. Fuck out of here, Esau, man.
Okay, good. So it says, and there was a new king over Egypt which knew not Joseph, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, and let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Right, now I said deal wisely. Now what do you think they was talking about, man? Let's find out how we can kill these motherfuckers, man. That's why they got Esau got the chemtrails now. He poisoned our food, the water. He poisoned the very air that he breathes just to get rid of us, man. The very food that he eats,
Show
he
you how
poisoned.
fucked out he is, man. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be crazy, man. Salaki, brother. How the hell are you gonna poison? You trying to poison somebody else, but you gonna drink the same damn poison, man. Just to get him. Showing you, man, something's wrong with his head, man. You know?
And he's still not getting us.
Yeah, that's right.
The Lord told you what? You shall eat poison and live. How the fuck do you think we living after eating all these fucking GMO-based foods, man? Now they got it that a law that they don't have to label it GMO.
Yeah, they don't have to.
It's a law, so we don't really know. Oh, we selling organic. Everything's supposed to be organic.
Everything's supposed to, right?
What do you mean, man? You got an organic and GMO section. It shouldn't be that. Everything should be nothing but fucking organic, man. Everything, every fruit you eat should have a seed in it, man. Cutting a fucking watermelon is just pure rape. You know? Some of it's not even credit. It looks like, you know, when your marker's running out of fucking ink, and you just add some water on that shit, you know? It comes out, it don't have the bright colors, man.
But he says it's more convenient. It's more convenient. You don't gotta take the seeds out.
Yeah, I heard a stupid bitch say that, man. She's like, I know it's GMO, but you can't tap time to spit the seeds out.
Brother, she's a woman.
Fucking idiot, man.
Who takes them serious? I don't take no woman serious, man.
Yeah, that's right, man.
No, man, women, they wasn't created to have was not to understand.
Right, man. And that's why the man was created over the woman to lead her, man.
Exactly.
You know? The Lord created a help me for Adam.
Right.
He didn't create no help me for Eve.
That's right.
You know? And that help me for Adam was the woman. What does the word woman mean? Servant, man. Servant to who? The man. Genesis 3:16. The Lord said she shall be subject to servant to. She has. Can you get that word? I don't want to quote it wrong. Yeah, her desire shall be to her husband, man. You got it?
Genesis 3:16.
I don't want to go into the woman thing. I just want to bring it out.
It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right now, that's why women, when they go through that childbirth, man, that pain, man, the contractions and all that. It wasn't so back in the garden.
Yeah,
They used to just have baby naturally, man.
Yeah.
You know. But since Eve did that bullshit, you know, talking to Esau in the garden, you know, Satan his goddamn self.
In sorrow, now, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband,
And thy desire shall be to thy husband. Go ahead, read the next one.
and he shall rule over
And
thee.
he shall rule over thee,
There
man.
you go, yeah.
So the man is above the woman. Ain't no fucking equality, man. You know? Ain't no man should be fucking getting on his knees and putting a ring on one of them skanky ass hoes, man. You know? That's total madness, man. I could never picture myself doing that shit, man. And it's shameful, man. And it's shameful. And all that goes back to the fucking Queen of Heaven, man. Worshipping the woman, man. Bowing down to that nasty hoe, man. She done had 50 other niggas slap her with their rods. And here you are bowing down to her, man. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit, man.
Yeah, putting a ring on her goes back to Saturn.
That's right.
You know, all that shit is satanic. You know? And the De Beers, another Edomites, the De Beers is the one who pushed that diamond thing. Because diamonds are not worth that much money. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're worth, you get a diamond this damn big, this should be only worth like maybe $30, $40. Because diamonds are in overabundance. All right, but the De Beers set that shit up. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. That's bull crap, man. All right, that's bull. The De Beers, they set that up, and then charge you all these high prices for a damn diamond, man. That's another thing too. You know, the dowry is how much? 50 shekels. Why I gotta buy you a $10,000? And especially if a nigga got money, he'll buy his woman a goddamn $1 million diamond, man.
Hope he did it.
You know? Yeah. The price for a wife is 50 shekels, man. That's what you give to a father, man.
I'm lucky. I was gonna say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's what you give to the father. You pay, okay, I'm taking your property from you and I'm buying it from you. Now she's my property. You know? I know the nigga woman don't want to hear that, but you're your man's property. He owns you. Just like a pair of shoes. All right? Of course, he loves the pair of shoes. Because women are not special. They become special to their man. But they're not special, man. Because in the kingdom of heaven, they ain't going to be saying, ooh, look at so-and-so, this brother's woman. Oh, look at that brother's woman. No, they're going to be saying, yeah, that brother, he stood strong for Yahweh while Yahweh shot. Look what them brothers did, man. They stood so fastly for the name of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? They ain't going to be about the woman ain't going to be the star of the show in the kingdom. It's going to be the men, man. It's going to be Yahweh Shai, David, and all the other men of Israel. And all men are going to be kings in the kingdom of heaven, man. Not no, you have one dude, man, he goes way back. I'll let you get it. He goes way back. His name is Harab. And he talking about, oh yeah, well, if you don't do the truth, you're gonna be driving cab in the kingdom. Stupid. I heard. I was like, shit. Yo, what are you talking about, man? The scripture say a nation of kings and priests, man. The whole nation, like the Apostle Paul said, every Israelite man gonna be legendary, man. All right. Even when the 2/3 come back, they're gonna be legendary, man. It's just there's an order. All right. You have Yahweh, you have Yahweh Shai, you have David, you have the rest of the 12. Then you have the rest of the 144,000. You have the 1/3, then you have the 2/3 coming back. All right? Every Israelite man gonna be a king and a priest. Because every Israelite man's gonna sit on the throne, man, with a crown upon his head, man. All right? Ruling over the other nations. Yeah, brother.
You back to up,
Hunt.
real quick, because the elect is going to bring back the 2/3.
Right.
Now, if you're an elect man, you're a king, and you have your son, what do you think you're gonna have him living, driving a fucking cab? You're gonna have him in a palace, man. And any brother that got sons right now, I got a son, shit, I give him everything I can, man. You know, imagine on a kingly level, man. Your son is gonna be sitting on the throne like you.
That's right.
Just like the Most High sitting on the throne. And what he said, he put Yahushua his right hand on the throne, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know? And it's, the prayer do say, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So it's gonna be just like that. I got quick stuff, real quick, brother. This is Proverbs 8 verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is with the sons of men. Hey, I thought it was with Sister Patterson.
Yeah.
And Evangelist Reed and all that, you know? The Lord said, my voice is, he said, what? Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. So the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is only dealing with men. That's why when Miriam got out of place, the Most High jacked her ass up with that leprosy, man.
That's heavy because the apostles was talking about that, man.
Spirit,
I was watching them live, man. They was
Spirit.
talking about that. You know about leprosy, you know?
Yeah, the Most High jacked up with leprosy, man. That was a fearful thing, man. You know? That's why Aaron said, Lord, lay not this sin upon us, man.
Yeah,
To
let
look
God
like
not
that
be
is a
that
sin.
one that is
That's
dead,
one is
That
dead,
is
yeah.
dead, right.
which is leprosy.
Right. And I got one more real quick, and I'll get to it, man. This is Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, save the Lord your house. So the Most High is only dealing with men, man. On a spiritual level, only the men of Israel is going to know this truth, man. Your woman is not in this truth. As we always stress to the apostles, to the Spirit of the Lord, the apostles always stress that, the elders always stress that, the elder brothers always stress that. Your woman is not in this truth, man. Test your woman. All right, you in this truth, right, baby? I'm gonna go find me 6, 7 more bitches. If you got a problem with it, then you ain't in this truth, man. You gotta test her, man. You know? But the Lord is only dealing with men, because only men are gonna understand this truth, man. Only the men are gonna stand out here for hours and hours, you know, preaching the word, man. A woman, hey, like when Bach had his little our groupies out there, sitting on fucking chairs and shit, man.
Yeah.
I seen it myself, man. I seen it myself. I walked past her, I looked at her, man. Yeah. You know?
She ain't on the battlefield.
That's right, she ain't on the battlefield. Ain't no women was in the wars, man. You know? You got it.
This is Genesis 35 and 10. It says, God said, I'm sorry, no, in the Most High, Yahweh Shah appeared unto Jacob again. And he came out of the arms and blessed him. And the Most High said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
Damn,
You know?
man.
That was a blessing.
That's why Isaiah says, a little one shall be in the thousand, and a small one a strong nation. Every Israelite, man, we gonna multiply like the sand of the sea, like the stars of heaven. You know, you can't number those, so you ain't gonna be able to number us in the kingdom of heaven. You know?
Earth ain't gonna overpopulate. It ain't gonna be Israelites, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Because the earth is gonna be big. Apostle Paul out there. I gotta watch that show again, man, because he put out beautiful scriptures in Isaiah. It clearly tells you that the earth is gonna be bigger, man. There's gonna be more lands that are gonna be created, man. You know? The land of Israel itself is gonna expand, man. So is the universe, man. Hell, it gotta fit us. You know? It gotta fit us, man. You know? So everything is going to be bigger and better in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yeah. The scriptures say, from our father's house there are many men.
Many. That's right.
So that's other planets.
That's right.
You know? And the Most High does have other planets out there.
That's right.
So Israel going to dwell on them other planets, man. The earth can't contain all of Israel. They have to go out to other planets and live, man. You know? That's right.
I think I know what you're talking about. Isaiah 54 and 2. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitation. Spare not, lifting thy cords and straighten thy stakes. And thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited.
Right, man. So that there you go, man. It said enlarge thy tents, man. What do you mean? We got a tent we bought from Walmart. We got to buy a bigger one. No, man. A tent is a dwelling place, man. And our dwelling place is what? The earth. The Lord tells you in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, He made the earth for our sake, man. So our tent is the world, man. Where we dwell is going to be enlarging, man. Whatever planet we on, whatever galaxy we're in, you know, it's gonna be enlarging, man. You think it's work for the Most High to enlarging the earth? The Most High just think a thought and it's boom, it happens, man. You know, it ain't nothing for the Lord, man. Ain't nothing too hard for the Most High.
Hey, but the scripture say nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
Read that real quick. Okay, this is St. John 14, verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Yeah, the many mansions. It's the whole universe, man.
Yeah.
Everything. So we not just gonna inherit the whole universe. Like the Most High enlarge the earth. Because for a while we gonna be enlarged too, and we're not gonna be 6 feet, 5 feet. We're not gonna be 5 feet. You know, the average person, Israelite might be like 8 feet, you know, or bigger than that. You know? So everything gonna be enlarged.
Beautiful.
Hey, and I'm sorry for saying this too, because you got like 8 feet Edomites, and the motherfuckers can't walk.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be
They all
like that,
jacked
man.
up. Yeah,
all
messed up.
fucked up. And,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We're gonna be caught decent, man. Like, almost like if you watch that movie Avatar, man, the height that they were, you know, and the things that they were able to do, you know, we're gonna be greater than that. But that's just an example, you know, of how we're gonna be in the kingdom, man.
Yeah. You saw the humans.
Yeah.
They were like down there in the avatars. They were like this, man. So man, when the Jake popped them heathen women, boy,
It's gonna be pretty, man.
but they ain't gonna survive, man. I mean, Lord, you have to hold a spirit in the body, man. You know. And man, she'd give up the ghost, man.
Never be able to bear it.
No, we ain't dying yet. You please me. I keep you around for another year or two till I tire your ass, you know. And then once you hit her, the other man can't have her. We'll send her in the fields. Send her in the mines. Yeah, that's it. We gonna keep her around. She just laying there. Oh my Lord, bitch, I ain't popping no more. Get the hell out my face, man. So what the hell is she still doing here, man? You know?
Send it to the mines.
Yeah. I mean, still in my hair, man. Yo, man, guards, get her ass out of here, man. You know? And then nobody can have her.
That's right.
Why? Because you dealt with her, man. So now she can go in the fields and she can go in the mines, man. She can clean toilets, man, whatever. She can scrub your floors, man. You know? Because we're going to have so many, the Israelites, men going to have so many women. Come on, man, ain't going to be a thing, man.
That's beautiful.
You know? It's not going to be a thing to throw her, bitch, oh, bye. I don't want you no more. You know? Yeah, and Salakia, and the black woman too, but we ain't gonna throw her away because she's an Israelite. We're gonna love her, but she ain't gonna be able to handle it either, man. You know? For you black women, especially you black women, you talk the most shit about a man's rod, man.
Yeah.
Wait till you get your ass in the kingdom, man. I'm like, man, I should have never talked shit. I should have never said nothing, man.
Run down on them.
So they're gonna be righteous, though.
Yeah.
Yes, even the nigga woman.
Even the
But
niggas.
she gonna get it, man. She gonna get it. She gonna be begging you to get another woman, man.
Yeah.
That's how great the Most High will make Israel.
Yeah, I had some. Going back to us being king. This is Revelations 5 and 9. They sung a new song saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou was slain, and that's Yahushua, releasing the seals, for this truth to be revealed. It says, for thou was slain and has redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. Yeah, so the Lord, his blood was shed for what? The nation of Israel, man, right? The Israelite foreigners, for them to come back into the fold. Okay, that's why I say about the nation, okay, and people, okay, and from Yahushua down on the cross, adopted us back into the Most High, right? Verse 10, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Yeah. So we're gonna be a nation of what? Kings and priests, right? When we set up in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, every Israelite man is gonna be a king and priest in the kingdom, man. Right? Not no cab driver. Okay.
Yeah. I guess he's gonna be driving cab. I'm like, what?
Man.
Israelites gonna be driving, more like the heathen nations. Yeah, that's a lot. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna be a nation of kings and priests, man. Like the whole nation. All right, the nation. All right, ain't gonna be no queens in the kingdom. All right.
Seafood. Yep.
Ain't gonna be no queens. Yeah, ain't no woman, ain't no boss chick. Ain't no woman of authority gonna be in the kingdom.
Boss.
It's gonna be a right?
Zechariah 8 and 11. But now I will not be unto the residue of this people as in the former days, saith the Lord of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their dew. And I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. And it shall come to pass that as ye were accursed among the heathen, the house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be made strong. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, as I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith the Lord of hosts, and I repented not, so again have I taught in these days to do well unto Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. These are these things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates.
Just speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, not lies, man. Like you don't gotta say the name of the Lord anything. You're making people a doctrine, saying that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. All right. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor, man. All right? Not talking about some immaculate conception. Mary never had sex. Saying that you ain't supposed to go teach against the so-called white man. But his name is Ahia and Yeshaya. All because you sold the hell out for money, man.
Nate.
All right? Speak every man the truth to his neighbor. Who's your neighbor? The Israelite man, man. All right? That's your neighbor. Paul said that. The scriptures say, love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Speak the truth, man. That's what this is about. Truth. The truth of the words of Yahweh Yahushua, man. All right? That's a heavy point, man. Speak ye the truth. We ain't supposed to lie to Israel, man. We're supposed to teach them the truth. That's why Paul said, do you hate me because I tell you the truth? It ain't all pretty, man. It's harsh too. All right, what the scriptures say, that the Bible is like the word of the Lord is like a two-edged sword, man. It can cut you and the person that's listening, that you're speaking to. Paul said, though I be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. All right? Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, man. So yeah, it ain't all pretty all the time. Yeah, you hearing the gospel, which means the good news about Israel's going to be kings, but you also hearing that 2/3 are going to destroyed, man. You're also hearing how the Most High punished us, and how we in slavery, and how we catching hell. You're also hearing Yahweh Shai saying, get yourself right, man. Repent. All right? So it ain't all pretty, man. That's why them jakes, like the scripture say, speak to us smooth things. Because that's all Jake want to hear. Jake don't want to hear the hardcore truth.
Huh?
The gritty truth. Everything ain't pretty, man. Everything ain't silk and satin, man. You're going to have to deal with the bad. You're going to have the good and the bad, man. All right, brothers. With that, Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. That's what I'm